Hello everyone, welcome to the Milkbar! So, I'm doing another Milkbar video, and that is to thank you all for a channel total of 200,000 views. So, last time I did a total amount of views video was 100,000 views, thank you for that. So now it has doubled. And back then I just watched part of that video just to remind myself. I did a little like dance segment to thank you guys. It's kind of funny. But I'm not gonna do that now. I didn't really plan that much for this video. Sometimes I have more planned, sometimes I have less planned. This sort of came rather suddenly. I got above the 200,000 views like 2-3 days ago, and today I'm recording the Milkbar for it. Thank you once again very much for that. In that last video, I sorta tried to predict when this video came up, because I knew 200,000, that's gonna be the next milestone for the Milkbar. When it comes to total amount of views. And by that point, that was 3 years ago. That was, February of 2020. So it's almost exactly 3 years ago. A little bit later in February. And then, by that point, I had been doing YouTube for 7-ish years. And so my guess was okay, it's probably not gonna be as long until I get to 200,000, because my views are steadily increasing, a tiny little bit for each year, at the very least. So my guess was 5 years, but it's only been 3! It's only been 3! And I've already doubled my views from then. Half the views on my entire channel are from these last 3 years. That is kinda insane. A lot of it probably because of the YouTube Shorts. At least some of them have over 1,000 views. Definitely not all. A lot of them are between in the hundreds, and some just completely failed and didn't get more views than my normal videos. But only 3 years, I couldn't have predicted that. Next time, however, I do a total amount of views, that's gonna be for 500,000. I feel like that's the next big one. So that's more, more... I'm not even halfway there yet. Last time I was halfway, now I need 50,000 more views to even be halfway. So that one is gonna be a bit longer until we get to, unless I'm super incredibly lucky. Which I might be? I did cross my fingers in that video too, I just realized. When I say maybe less than 5 years, and it was less than 5 years. So, since the last Milkbar, we didn't have any questions the last Milkbar, and I haven't received any new ones, so I don't have any questions for this Milkbar either. But I do have a little special thingy. Random. So, here in Sweden, in February, we have this tradition of eating semlor, or if it's just one, a semla. And it's sort of a pastry. I have one right here. Ho ho! You have powdered, it's a bun, and you have powdered sugar on top, and then it's whipped cream. And if you're eating a real semla, it's filled with mandelmassa. What's that in English? Almond paste? Now I have to look this up. I need to know what mandelmassa is. And now my keyboard is weirdly over here. Let's see here. This is mandelmassa. Almond pulp. Okay, I didn't know it was called that, but yeah, almond pulp. That's what's in the middle here. There are another variety which is where you have vanilla cream that works, but it's not the real. The real is with almond pulp. And then there are so many different variants that are like, oh, we use these ingredients but in another, like a wrap. I know that's a thing that's stupid. You have the original, vanilla one is okay, but the original is really the best. Some people don't like the almond pulp, but I do like it. This one is very much powdered sugar though. And you can eat them in very different ways. Like my dad likes to eat it in a way that's known as a het vägg, a hot wall. I've never tried it, but basically it's that you put it in warm milk and then you eat it. Not like submerge it, but just like to like here, I guess, maybe. But I tend to eat them as they are. And they're quite tasty, quite tasty. And the one thing I dislike though is, which happens with all like yearly traditions, is that businesses and stuff, they know that if they start selling it early, people will be like, oh, that's already here, I'll buy it now. And I'm so against that. Like some of these come out in December, it's way too early, it's a February thing. It's like when you see like Christmas stuff in September and October in the stores. You're like, it's way too early. Stop. Stop. Don't do that. But semla. So you can eat it with a spoon. It's a bit difficult with a bun. But what I tend to do is I take the lid and use it as sort of a spoon. But this one is so sugary that it's a bit hard to get a grip of it. Let's see. Okay. Oop. I don't want to touch the microphone either. Oh, that's so much powdered sugar. Oh. Yeah, you get a little bit messy here. Whoops. Oh. What's that? Visible on the camera. It was just a puff of powdered sugar when I ate it there. Also, as you're gonna see now, as you can already see a little bit, having a beard when eating a semla is a bit of an issue. It gets in the way. Especially the mustache. But it's very tasty. Not the healthiest thing, but I love it. Nom nom nom. I mean, if you're not Swedish and you've never tried a semla, you can just make your own. It's not... Oh, I've spilled powdered sugar on myself as well. It's not... Yeah, I mean... This is... The bun has some... I don't know, it's cardamom, mine's Swedish. I can't think of the word. I guess I can write the ingredients in the description if you're interested. But yeah, a bun, you cut it open and you hollow it, not completely, but a little bit. You put some of the almond pulp in, and then whipped cream on top of that, and then you put the top of the bun on top of that. Really good. Now comes the part where you take the entire bun. And no, this is kind of reminds me of those winter videos I did in the snow where I let the snow fall on my face, because yeah. You kind of need to wash off your face after eating a semla. Let me just get into the almond paste here, so I can show you a little bit. Celebration for 200,000 total views. Thank you very much. I celebrate. Yeah, a bit hard to see, but there, I licked a little bit so you can see it's like the greeny... No, well, not green, but you see the dark. It is so good. But I'm not gonna finish the entire thing on video. But it's almost half of it. But now, I just want to say, I need to go and wash off. But I also need to tell you guys, once again, thank you so much for watching my content. It means so much to me that anyone wants to watch it. I'm just having fun, doing a thing. And over these almost 10 years, it's gonna be 10 years later this year. Technically, if you go by my first video, it's already been 10 years, it's actually been 11 years. And even before that, I had earlier videos that I had removed, but I don't count those. I count my starting to Let's Play with Bit 5 in 2013 in the summer. That's my real starting point. Oh, excuse me. But hey, for future milk bars, just give me questions. It can be almost any questions. If you're a bit curious, if it's something that has been asked before, I'll probably just answer it in the comments. Or like, hey, I already answered that in a milk bar, one of the previous ones. Go check that out. Overall, I haven't answered many questions, so the likelihood is not that big that you will ask the same one unless it's very general. And don't ask about my beard. I've answered enough. I have an entire discussion video, or conversation it's called, about simply my beard. I think it's still the latest one. I need to do another conversation video soon-ish. I'll get on it. But I need to go and wash off now. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye! Boom, yay! Efter sång, hey! Boom, boom, yay! Watch some videos, hey! Boom.